Hello everyone and welcome to Drilling Deeper at mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison and back with us today is Mike Stark. Mike's the CEO of Arizona Gold and Silver. Mike, it's always good to see you.
Great to be here. Thanks, Oriel.
Now, I'm particularly excited to chat to you today, Mike, because you've got some results coming out of Philadelphia. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're talking about the potential of adding $105 million to the bottom line. So if I am right, this is very exciting stuff.
It is great. And your numbers are accurate. Now, this is based on going from 80% where we are now to an 85% extraction. So it's 5% better than we currently have. But just to give a perspective on that, based on 500,000 ounces, the bottom line return is over 105 million. You're absolutely right.
How confident are you when it comes to these results that are coming through?
We've experienced a 10% increase by doing this high pressure crush on the material done by a third party lab. So it will be all 43101 compliant eventually, not yet, but it will be. So by doing this, we're demonstrating that with a little bit more capital spent, $7 million for this particular piece of equipment, the return is measurably higher. Minimum 10 where we are now, and we believe it'll go to 15, which will be 85% extraction.
So while you're getting these results through, you've also restarted your core drilling there at Philadelphia. So overall, when you put all this together, what are your expectations?
Well, just on that note, a 15% increase over a previously 70% extraction, it's astronomical how much more value that this puts on the project. And again, looking at Philadelphia, being that we've only drilled roughly 3% of the property, we have 1.5 kilometers to the south, unseen yet. The vein is there, and we're working towards developing more opportunity for our investors there as well by drilling it out and letting this known that this is a major deposit.
So for your investors, talking about investors, Mike, what does your timeline look like from here? I mean, we've spoken a few times over the last few months, and every time you've had some better results coming through. So there is some really exciting stuff happening there. What can investors expect over the next few months?
Good call. We are going to be drilling 157, which we are right now. Then we step out to 158, depending on what we see on 157, of course. Going along strike, showing some width and entirely on the vein system, not only depth, like we've demonstrated 5 times from top to bottom to 1,045 feet roughly. Now we're going to go along strike and determine how much wider we can get this known. All going well, we should see 159 stretch it out to well over 250 meters wide. We don't know that yet until we drill it, but that's the focus. It's roughly 20 days, 25 days per hole now at 1,000 feet. And we'll continue to step along that. And then come January, we should have our permit, everything going well, touch wood, that we'll have our permit to drill out the remainder of the property to the south.
Okay. All right. So January, some big news coming out then too. All of this, of course, happening, Mike. And again, we've spoken about this before, but wow, the gold price. I mean, what have we seen now? 100% gain since the run started back in 2024. Over 4K. I mean,
$4,200 this morning, and I just looked before we stepped on this interview. It was $4,289. I don't even know where the stop is, and quite frankly, I don't care. It's just put a really high environment in this sector right now.
So is it sustainable, do you think? Because we have had such a big run.
You know, that's $1 million question, and I would have to revert to people that have a far more greater knowledge of this, not the sector, but the economy in this area. Look, I was happy at $3,200, $3,300 gold. I'm ecstatic at 42, 43. Don't get me wrong, but it shows you how much more, which those numbers can make a difference on a product that's going to a heap leach operation. It's that much more valuable. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's a great deal of money. Talking about a lot of money, Mike, it's not just gold that's had this amazing run in terms of price. Silver has as well. And you've had some positive results on the silver side.
Yeah, it's a little higher. Yeah, same thing. The step up is a better return. Silver is always going to be the byproduct of what we're looking for. We're looking for gold, but silver is definitely an added component to the overall value. We measure our results in gold and silver. We separate. We don't do equivalent. And I'm very thankful for that, because I don't want to mislead our investors. We have a gold product, we have a silver product. As you can see, they extract at different levels. So they're not going to be measured the same, and they shouldn't be measured the same. They're separate.
All right. Okay, well, some very exciting stuff. Mike, when are we going to be chatting again? When do you think your next announcement will be coming out?
I'm hoping that we get something to talk about before the end of the month. So we've got 14 more days, maybe less, to talk.
Amazing. Well, we'll chat to you again very soon. Mike, thanks so much for sharing your time with us again.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.